How's it going, guys, and welcome back for a new video. This right here is the 100 stack reverse hybrid order of entities. As you can see, I am now on SaicoPvP because you guys have asked if this one works in Saico, and I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys it works. Now, I did some testing right here, and what I'm gonna do now is that I'm going to fire it one time with quartz under it, and then one time when I have watered it, and then I'm gonna fire again. Not really sure about the sand comp though, because sometimes you can kind of unload it for some weird reason. But hopefully that's not going to happen. So let's go ahead and shoot one time where you can actually see it. There we go, perfect. And it should have gone through that layer right there. It did. As you can see, the stack is right here. Now let me go ahead and quickly water this right here and then come back to you. Alright, it's now completely watered, and all we need to do is just go ahead and take the quartz away. Here we are. There you go. So now we should be able to, if the cannon blows up, it will definitely blow up now. So what we're going to do is just press the button, and as you can see here, we need to also to make sure that we water the realigner here, because I'm not really sure if I forgot that. Everything else should be watered, so we shouldn't really worry about anything. Here we are. Perfect, and let's go ahead and see it fire as well. There you go, and you see it got through the layer, as you can see right there. I don't know if I can go away from the cannon and still be able to shoot without having sand getting stuck in the sand comp. But I'm gonna try to see if I can. I know that sometimes it's gonna fuck up. So let's see. It's right here. There we go, perfect. So as you can see, it works just fine if it's, you know, quartz under it or not quartz under it. I'm going to give you guys a watered version of this here as well, so it should be similar enough for you guys. But now that you know that it works perfectly fine on SaicoPvP, let's go ahead and get into our lovely server right here with this plasma, so we can do this a little bit faster and a little bit better. So what I'm going to show you is how you can use this cannon. I'm going to show you the default things that you need to know about this cannon for it to work, and as well as how you can disable a few things so you will get everything correct. So the first thing I want to show you is, of course, that this cannon here works on plasma as well, and that right up there is Y100, so that is the max it can go to. I'm pretty sure it didn't even have a block up there. Nope, it didn't. Well, at least it stacked a little bit then. Let me go up and make a block up at Y100, which is 99. Perfect. And then there you go. So that's 70. Oh, great. Alright, here we are. Y100. And it should be in the right spot. Alright, there we go. Let's fire again. And let's see it working perfectly now. So this one here, again, stacks 100. It should... There we go, perfect, and it did not hybrid, and that's because we have the scatter off, which is right here. So let's go ahead and fire a few more times. Of course, it can't only do it at Y100, it can do it all the way down to pretty much 2 blocks above it or something like that, which is pretty cool. So as you can see, it is still gonna work. So you can go through a lot of reverse layers without having to worry about if the cannon is gonna work on the next one. It can work all the way up to Y100 and then all the way down to Y3 or 2. So don't worry about that. It's going to work. I can promise you that. And I can also now promise you that it's going to work on Saico because it's already tested. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I already checked the 60 and the 80 on Saico to make sure it works on there. And also, whenever I release a cannon, I take out the bedrock or the gold or whatever's under it and then water it and then see if it works. Because I just kind of feel better releasing a cannon that I know is completely tested before I do anything. But as you can see, it works perfectly. Now, talking a little bit more about the cannon itself, we also need to go into how you can disable a few things on it, so that you at some point will be able to do this without any problems yourself. And that is 4 high right here. And the 2 high probably not gonna work. We'll give it a try, why not? It should stack 2 up. It did. 1 high? No, let's not do it. Okay, so over here, you have the scatter. The scatter is high enough or has enough TNT to get rid of obsidian. So all you need to do is just enable it right here if you wanted to. Over here, we have the reverse, and you can easily check that if you go under the cannon right or inside the barrel right here. you'll see that this TNT comes under a slab, which means that it's going to the bottom. Right there. Then we have the sand coming in here, and we also has the hammer right there that of course goes to the top. So you can see too high, and then if at further range it's going to be at on one block, it can catch the one block at least. So that's pretty much how you see what is reverse and what is hammer. So the reverse right here, you don't want to use this if you want to just get rid of sand in front of you. So let's say there is, if there's stone right there, if you need to tunnel or something like that, all you need to do is take the reverse off right here, which shouldn't be a problem. So take away that one, take away that one, make sure you can add it again whenever. And all you got to do is just shoot. Actually, I'm going to change it up a little bit for you guys. So it's going to be a little bit better for you guys. You can see it's just a normal hybrid shot now. We can shoot again, and it's going to work as a normal hybrid, so that is pretty cool. You can also tunnel with this kind. You can go ahead and check out my AD release. Why did that just stack all the way up? Did I put it back on? Oh yeah, I did. That's my bad. I didn't mean to do that. Anyways, alright, we got a little bit more true hybrid off then. So the hybrid right here is not the biggest hole you can get, and it doesn't really go as far. So if you're experiencing you need to tunnel something, all you gotta do is remove these two repeaters right here and put a comparator in there instead. And you can shoot further, as somebody told in the comments, you can shoot further with it, but we are really not gonna go into that. We're just gonna keep it basic so you guys have an idea on how to use this cannon here. But this is pretty much how you can just hybrid it. So this right here is the reverse. Let me quickly get away from that. There we go. So the sand comp itself, right here, does have an ability to only stack 2 sand. So what you can do if you want to just get a sand stack out there as a backboard, you can just get rid of that right there. This one right there, that is only 2 sand. And then get rid of the hammer, which you can do over here. That block right there. And of course the reverse, then it's only sand coming out, and then you can just go ahead and get your back stack up, and then you can start reversing up, which is pretty cool. The last thing we've got to go right now is quickly explaining you guys how this kind of works. What I'm going to do, I'm going to make a backboard right here. It could be 2 block, it could be 1 block. It's just easier to show you like this. So as I told you before, what we're going to do now, I'm going to quickly give you a, here we probably want a TNT, want a red sand as well. Alright, so the top one right here, coming down here, is the reverse. It pretty much goes down to the trapdoor, then the slabs goes out, and then it shoots it out. And that one will land right there. So, this is now reverse. Reverse. TNT. There we go. Perfect. So, the next thing we have is the sand coming in right here. The sand itself, it's kind of, let me explain how that works. So it's a dual sand comp. Everything goes over to this block right here on both sides. Here we are. Then the booster right here boosts everything over to this block right here. So everything is in one block. Then that is going to start falling. And as soon as it's down here, the pistons goes out. And then this booster right here explodes again. And then it's going to send it all the way over here. Once it's sent over here, we're going to have our power going off, of course, and that's going to shoot it over here. So now it's on top of the reverse TNT. Then we have our hammer, of course, that is part of the sand. It's coming in the same way. So that is getting under the piston, and then it's getting shot out, and then it's getting shot right here. The power, which is going to shoot it out. And again, that's going to be at the top since there's no slab blocking, as you can see. So that is also going at the top, which is now these 2 TNT right here. So we have the sand, and now we have the hammer TNT as well. Part of the hammer TNT is also scatter, and the scatter comes in alongside with the hammer in the same block. As you can see, the scatter is right here, coming in into the exact same hole, and getting shot to the ladder right here and getting shot out. So that's pretty much the same thing. So, in top of the sand, we also have the one-shot sand, which is right here on a different tick, as you can see right here. So that is, of course, part of the sand itself as well. So that should have been, like somewhere around, like everything into one block right there. And then what's happening is that the reverse TNT is now pushing all this up to a certain point. So now everything is up here, including the hammer TNT and the red sand, which is right here. There we go. and then of course the normal sand, which I'm gonna do it, why not? So here we are. So that is what it's going to look like right now, everything inside the sand. What happens then is that the hammer explodes. What it's quickly going to do is that it's going to stack the sand all the way up and do something like that. And then what we have inside now is that we have our scatter, and we also have our wet sand in the top block, as you see right here. Then the scatter blows up inside the wet sand, which is this one right here, and then it's going to make the hole. That is pretty much really basic on how that works. And I think that will be pretty much it for this video here, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys are going to enjoy the 100 stack of reverse hybrid order of entities. If you enjoyed the video, guys, remember to like this video here and show your support by subscribing to my channel. My name is Dexter, and I'm out.